In this video, I'm going to show you how I cover up my acne scars. I'm not wearing any makeup right now, so this is what my skin looks like. It is what it is, slash hoping to get some things to remove these facials or whatever. But right now, this is just what the reality is, and I'm sure I'm not the only one in the world. So I thought it'd be useful to make a video of how I cover them up using as minimal makeup as possible. If you want to see how I covered up my acne scars, by all means, this is not a finished makeup look. This is just a little foundation and some concealer and powder. But if you're interested in seeing how I achieve this natural finish while still covering up my acne scars and how I went from this to this, then keep watching. I'm not a full coverage gal. That is not my preference when I do my own makeup, but I do have some tricks that I like to use. I just want no scarring to peek through my makeup, so that's what I'm going to show you today. Let's get into it. So I don't always use my beauty blender. It really depends on the mood I'm in. I love to use a good brush for my foundation, but the beauty blender is my friend when I just delicately want to spot treat certain areas and just pounce the makeup in that area. It's just really good. I'm going in with a concealer before I do any type of foundation or anything. So I'm using the NARS, and this is the Café con Leche. And I literally just pop it on right where the mark is. I'm not like smearing it all over because my goal is to use as minimal of makeup as possible. And I don't like that feeling of just like having so much makeup. I don't know. It's just a personal preference. Just popping it on. I've already washed my face. I put moisturizer on. So once I do most of the marks, I will go in and then I'll add later on. I'm just using the tip of the sponge. Lightly pressing down. So I'm kind of just gonna do a second look around my face and make sure that most of my spots are covered. And the concealer I'm using is a touch darker than my overall skin complexion, but that's because my body is just a little bit darker, and that won't matter anymore because I'm gonna fix the skin match with my foundation lightly on top, so everything will be okay. So I'm gonna give myself a spray of setting spray and let that dry. Then I just created my foundation. I have two different colors, rubbed them around. Oop, mixed my shade, and I'm just going to lightly tap that onto my skin right now. It's extremely important for your face to be properly moisturized. I love using a facial oil because it always looks so nice. So I feel like that when I put the foundation on top, it pretty much covers everything, and the concealer underneath really helps to conceal everything. But we are not done. I'm going to give my face a very light powder just focusing on where my scarring is. And yeah, I'm gonna go back in with some concealer very lightly. And then there's a little layering going on. That's really what helps the coverage for me. It's really what helps keep it so natural too, is the in-between layers and not just throwing a bunch of foundation on. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. And they're mainly on my cheeks and my chin. And I'm not even going under my eyes yet, because technically I haven't done under my eyes concealer, but I'm just focusing on my acne scars for this video. I'm not gonna do a full face. It's looking pretty good to me. Just a little bit up here where I applied some concealer. And now I'm really gonna look at my face in the mirror and see where else I can conceal. Still see a little bit right here. This is when I go in with a lighter concealer too. And a little bit right here, maybe here. Because there's nothing worse for me when this is all I do and then I start with my bronzers and my blushes and then I look at my full finished like makeup and I still see a little acne scarring peeking through. It's not my favorite, but that is a part of life. Oh, I forgot to give myself another spray. Oops. Kind of reinforces the powder on top of the makeup and will also help the blending out process. And I'm going in with a lighter shade on top. This is partially because I don't have the exact shade right now. I've been going for runs, and even with my sunscreen I'm still getting tan, so I have to remember to wear a hat. But okay, gently tapping product in. So technically this is more time consuming, but I think the outcome is a lot better than using like more foundation than you would need to. And also this is only taking like 10 minutes, so it's really not that bad. I feel like the forehead looks pretty good to me, and I just look kind of crazy because I'm all one color. There's like absolutely no dimension. And then I kind of use two powders for the face. I use the same Lancome powder. And going in with a pressed powder on top. And by this point, if I was actually getting ready to go somewhere, I would have put on my underneath concealer and powder, but just for the point of this video, I'm just focusing on covering up these scars. And when I place powder, I really just like pack it in and kind of like give it a twirl. And because of my moisturizer before and of my facial oils, my skin doesn't look completely powdered down. Doesn't have any dimension right now because I don't have any contour, bronzer, or anything, but this is kind of how I achieve my natural finish but full coverage. So I'm gonna give it another spray. So this would be something definitely done when I'm doing a full coverage type of look, but if I was just going out and I wanted to have like no makeup look, I would do something similar to this. Add some mascara right now and brush up my brows, and probably add a cream blush and a little gloss or something. And this also brings me back to life. Like it just kind of gets rid of that powdery effect. So this is not my favorite stage of makeup just because I feel like there's no dimension going on, but this is how I achieve this look, and I hope this was useful to anyone. still glowy. I'm not seeing any scars coming through. So yeah, this is what I want my face to actually look like with no makeup on one day. It'll happen one day. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one.